Welcome back, Yo Bro Nation. Of course, I am Zach. I am the host of the festivities here tonight. Welcome everyone into your Raw review for February 25th, 2015, here on the Yo Bro Nation YouTube channel. As promised, I am here for Raw. I guess I'm into it. Yeah, man. I'm into this. What's up? Yeah. Alright, check. I don't freaking know. Oh, what a Monday Night Raw. What an ending to Monday Night Raw. Holy freaking cow. Honestly, I was gonna start, right? I had all intentions in the world of starting tonight's Raw off with everything that went on with Roman, and I will definitely get into that, and I will definitely get into that heavy. But I mean, you kind of have to address what we just saw. I am 14 minutes after the hour, 10 o'clock my time. Excuse me, I got the hiccups. And the last image we see, and with all the rumors of Batista's going to AEW, they offered him a contract, and he's wanting to wrestle there, and all of that stuff. With all of those rumors, well, I think we were all surprised tonight. I think it's fair. I think it's fair for me to say that we were all very surprised tonight with Batista showing face. Showing face tonight. It just, I'm at a loss for words. Batista came in, unexpectedly, right? And was essentially established himself very firmly. He's a heel. And all he said was, "Do I have your attention now, Hunter?" Or, "Hunter, do I have your attention now?" This obviously spanning from Raw, or for SmackDown 1000, back in October. I think that was an excellent ending. Excellent ending. I really do. I'll be checking the comments here in a little bit for anyone who is joining me. I'll be checking the comments here in a few minutes. But, wow, you know what I mean? Just, I personally did not expect this. This confirms we're getting Triple H Batista at WrestleMania. We're getting that. Batista's getting his farewell match against Triple H. I guess Triple H is healed enough that he's capable of going. I mean, for the most of the celebration, I was just kind of like, blah. It wasn't great. But, seeing Sting was pretty awesome. Seeing the superstars on the stage just having fun and enjoying themselves, that was cool. I enjoyed seeing that as well. But the ending, man, the ending just, this wasn't a bad Raw. I know some people are going to complain, and I know Twitter is blowing up with certain people claiming that Roman faked everything, and personally, I'm not going to get into that yet. But it was an actual pretty good Raw tonight. I gotta be honest, I enjoyed Raw tonight. There was definitely parts that were just bad. There was stuff that I can't stand and I found completely stupid, obviously. But for the most part, I didn't hate Raw. I didn't hate it. It was a good Raw. Or maybe it's just that ending. Maybe that ending left me on a high. And I was like, oh, this was actually pretty good. I mean, who knows? I don't know. It's probably the latter. It was probably just the fact that Batista showed up out of nowhere and was just like, what? I'm intrigued. I liked that. I enjoyed seeing Batista just show up and just be like, I'm here, and I'm beating the fuck out of Ric Flair, and I'm just going to drag him out of his room. Hey, Triple H. Hi. I liked it. I'm just kind of rambling, but it was good. I mean, we know now, without a doubt, Batista versus Triple H is happening at WrestleMania. I have no doubts now that that's the match we're getting. And I am cool with that. I'm okay with that match. I don't mind it. It's probably the best match for either of these guys. Yeah, they'll take away a spot or two from some mid-card guys, but I mean, they need a pretty big marquee match, and that's a pretty big marquee match to have at WrestleMania. So, cool beans, right? Awesome stuff. I mean, it was a good, solid, maybe even great ending. You're establishing Triple H will be the face. Batista's going to be the heel. Loved it. Just loved it. The Becky Lynch, Ronda Rousey stuff, I am confused. I'm very confused on all that. I honestly don't know. I don't know what they're doing with that now. Ronda is the title vacant? Is she? Is it not? Is she? Is it? I mean, it's going to be a triple threat. I know that's where they're going, but I don't know. I'm a little confused on how exactly they're doing this. I didn't see this coming. I didn't see Ronda Rousey just dropping the title and being like, F yourself. I didn't see that happening. And then, yes, I'll get into that more when I get to the segment, but yeah, Roman Reigns is back. Obviously, I think he's been cleared for in-ring activity. You know, he did Superman punch the piss out of some people tonight. Glad to know that he can still do that. I don't hate it, though. I agree with a lot of different people. Roman Reigns on television is better for all of us. That's just fact. Roman Reigns is better for all of us being on television. He really, actually, truly, he is. So programming notes, obviously, you see me here on this tonight. My classic Raw review was uploaded this morning. It premiered this morning. You guys can go watch that. It's on the channel. Best of the Best WrestleMania Countdown. Number 6 is live on the channel. That came out yesterday. Plus my top 10 Shawn Michaels matches. That came out on Saturday. My WWE 2K19 Universe Modes, Episode 9 and 10. Those are up on the channels. You guys can go check those out. I will be live for SmackDown tomorrow night as well. Might as well. I mean, what the hey, right? Wednesday night will be a NXT review. I'm doing my NXT reviews. I'm not doing UK. I'm not doing 205 Live. I will be watching them, but I'm just going to stick to NXT proper. It's just easier for me, and I think that I enjoy it more. Yeah, I'm sleepy. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. This is why I don't like doing these reviews after the shows. I'm just so tired. I'm ready for bed. Getting up at 6 a.m. in the morning, doing stuff with the kids, and then getting up. It's tiresome. So yeah, that's up on the channel. You guys can go check that stuff out. Let you guys know, patreon.com/YoBroNation1. You guys can go on there. You got 6 tiers to choose from. You guys got exclusive AEW coverage, group chats in the Discord. You can join us for Ask Us Anything Q&As, behind-the-scenes vlogs, post-show videos. Those will be after each pay-per-view. You get gifts for your birthday. You guys can be a producer or co-executive producer of the channel. That allows you not only access to the group chat in Discord, but it also allows you to be a moderator. It also helps you get into the decision-making process of building the channel. You kind of get to voice your opinion, and, you know, I listen to what you guys have to say. Also, I'm going to start adding care packages to the Patreon. I'm not sure what that's going to consist of. I'm having some new t-shirts that I'm going to be debuting at Fastlane for that review. I'm working on those designs right now, so maybe I'll throw some of the older t-shirts into that as a part of a care package. Maybe it'll be like a $20 tier. You can do a care package. I don't know. Not sure exactly what I'm doing. But if Patreon isn't something you are really looking into doing, I do have other options for you, though. You guys can go to teepublic.com/YoBroNation1. As you see, the t-shirts that are currently on there, you got the Yo Bro Nation shirt, you got the Most Wanted Kissing Bandit t-shirt, you got the Recessed Never Gets Old t-shirt, the Charlotte Reigns t-shirt, and the classic Yo Bro Gaming and Reviews t-shirt. I also have the old like squared circle t-shirts. I got those on there as well. You guys can get bags and cups and pillows and phone cases. All that stuff is available on the TeePublic website. I am working on getting us added to like pro wrestling tees or barbershop tees or you know, something like that. I'm trying to get us on to some different platforms to sell our shirts, more options for you guys. All that stuff will be set up, and once it's ready, it's going to go. Like I said, more t-shirt designs to come. Guys, keep an eye on those. I'm working hard on these. You guys, I think you'll enjoy them. At least a couple of them. They're going to be a little WrestleMania themed, kind of cheesy, but that's how I like it. I like teasy. I like cheesy. I'm exhausted. So we're gonna go ahead. I'm gonna go ahead and get into this review. Like I said, this is your review for Raw, February 25th, 2019. This, of course, took place in Atlanta, Georgia, the home of what once was WCW. I'm gonna get a drink. It has been, I'm telling you guys, it's been a wild, wild day. Trust me. Extremely wild day. Okay, so, like I said, the show kicked off with Roman Reigns. That was the big thing of the night. That's the main reason everyone, and I'll guarantee you there's going to be a spike in ratings for the show. They're going to have a spike in ratings. They're going to get more viewers this week. I'll guarantee you that's what they get. Without a doubt. Nice. So, but yeah, Roman Reigns was the focus point tonight. I will go over his promo, but I'm actually going to play it for you guys tonight because why not? If my data stays, you guys get to hear it. I can't use the laptop, though. So this is Roman Reigns coming back, announcing he's in remission and that the big dog is back. This is Roman Reigns.
There is no other job like this. There's no other fan base like you guys.
The crowd was actually behind him tonight. It's quite shocking.
I've said this before. I'm a man of faith. I've always believed in God. I've always believed that He's favored me and looked out for me, but
I'm telling you, it's weird. The crowd was really behind him.
Before my announcement in October, I was terrified, y'all. I was scared. I was insecure, and I didn't really know if I wanted to share that secret with the world.
And no, these aren't piped in. This is real. They really did cheer for him.
I was scared to tell everybody because I didn't know how you would react. And thank you. By the time I got home, the outreach, I mean, between people texting me, calling me, tweeting me, Instagramming me, Facebooking me, if there was a way to get to me, y'all figured out how to do it. And that overwhelming support that you gave me, it gave me strength. It gave me new life. It gave me a new opportunity, and it gave me a new purpose. You see, here in WWE, a lot of your purpose as a young superstar is to win titles and to climb that mountain and to achieve the top and to put your flag in it. And that's still very important. But for me, the only thing that is important, that I have the ability to step foot in this ring every single night. And if I can do that, I'm going to use this platform, this giant WWE platform that is global and the whole world can see it. I'm going to use it to raise awareness, and I'm going to use it to support those who are in need just like I was.
Again, this was real reactions tonight. It's insane, believe me.
Well, we advertise it as an update, so should we get to the update? The good news is I'm in remission, y'all.
So, we kind of had a sneaky suspicion about that, but it's good on him. I'm glad that he's okay.
So with that being said, the big dog is back!
And yes, there was actual, hounding sounds.
I'm going to say it probably a whole bunch more times, but I'm going to say it one last time. Thank you so much, y'all. I love y'all.
And we echo the sentiments of the WWE Universe.
So, yeah. That was the Roman Reigns, what is happening here? My device is acting crazy. So that was the Roman Reigns interview. There's another one later on, Rousey, that I'm going to go over. I'm actually kind of setting that up right now, just so you guys can see it. But, a lot of people for whatever reason are saying this is fake, that he's not really maybe he didn't really have cancer. I personally I don't know. I don't want to say that he did. I can't honestly sit here and tell you, and I know there's people out there who are saying, oh, it was all a big con, so we would cheer him, blah 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 blah. My stuff's actually going back and forth. Ooh, wow. Now it's like super high CP usage. I disagree. I don't see WWE being that shallow as to use a real life incident that people have to push an agenda for a man. I can't really believe that. I do think that he was legitimately ill. I really believe that. I believe he was legitimately ill, and that maybe WWE just played it up a little bit more than it really was. I do think he had the leukemia. Just look at how Seth Rollins reacted that night. I don't believe Seth Rollins is that good of an actor. You know what I mean? To be crying in the manner that he did. You know. But Zach, it was, they didn't tell Seth the truth. So they got Seth so he'd have the natural emotional thing. And then they told him afterwards, oh, it's just work. Don't worry. No, this was shoot all the way. It had to be a shoot. There's just no way. No way that they faked this. And anyone in the comments, if you're going to tell me, oh, it was a work, that they really pulled on our heartstrings so we would cheer this man, don't even comment. Seriously, because I choose not to believe that. And do not, oh my God, do not call me a goddamn WWE mark. I am the furthest thing from that. Trust me. I have bitched and I have complained about this product way too much. I have bitched and I have complained about Roman Reigns. Now, I have let people who are Roman Reigns fans be free to address that they're Roman Reigns fans and to express that without any fear of me treating them like garbage for it. But no way. No way am I going to sit here and listen to the conspiracies. I'm not putting on my tinfoil hat. And I'm not going to sit here and say, well, 4 months he's back from it and he's already in remission. It had to be fake. It was work. It was work. WWE's playing us, and they're no. I refuse. I refuse to believe that. Just no. I will not. I will not. I refuse to believe that because that is ridiculousness. It is. If that is possibly true, that is, without a doubt, like the dumbest thing ever. It is. It's just, to me, the dumbest thing I've ever seen. That is just how I feel. I can't. No, I can't. I can't believe that would be the case. No, just no. No, I refuse to believe that. Refuse. I refuse. But maybe if that's how you feel, then I guess go ahead and feel that way. But me personally, I'm going to take the route of I'm happy for Roman Reigns. I'm happy that he's okay. I'm happy that he's going to come back. I'm sure after a while, after WrestleMania, he'll get shoved down our throats again, and I'll go back to feeling how I felt beforehand, and I will complain about how they're shoving us down his throats. I would like to say they'll do it differently and be like, okay, we're moving on with Seth. Hell, him being back probably means Seth ain't even going to win now. Seth's probably not going to win at WrestleMania. There goes my predictions. Oh, my God. They're setting up for him against Baron Corbin. That'll probably be his WrestleMania opponent, Baron Corbin, Roman Reigns. Wow, that's exciting. But hey, it's not the Universal title picture, right? That's important, right? If it keeps him away, it gives Seth a match, because you're not going to keep Seth off of 2 pay-per-views in a row. Seth and Dean and Roman versus, along with Braun Strowman, right? Braun Strowman can join their team to take on Elias. Got yourself an 8-man tag for Fastlane. I see it coming. 8-man tag. The Shield and Braun Strowman versus Elias and all those guys. Why not? It could happen. I could see this being something that they do at Fastlane. I wouldn't be against it. Not really. I know I'm jumping ahead to something later, but, well, okay, not really too much later. But, no, I refuse to sit here and I know I'm trying to articulate what I'm thinking, but I honestly, honest to God, refuse to believe that WWE would stoop that low. I know there's going to be those people who are going to think that JD from New York is going to be one of those people. He's already like, convenient, a new shirt. Well, why wouldn't you put out a new shirt for a big thing like this? That's what was said on there. I agree. Why wouldn't you put him out there with a new shirt? He's coming back, whether it was just to say, I'll be back later. Look, buy my new merchandise. It's going to sell. And I actually kind of like it. I actually might buy that shirt. I kind of like the saying of it. I just might buy the damn thing. I kind of liked it. So I'm not going to sit here. I'm not going to spend too much more time on this because there will be more into the whole Roman Reigns later in the evening. But I'm just happy that he's okay and that he's still going to be able to do what it is that he wants to do. And I think that is an awesome, awesome thing. And I'm glad that he beat it. So that's just me. But now to the first complaint. The first complaint of the evening. Aleister Black and Ricochet versus the Revival. Revival didn't even get an entrance. They're doing these NXT call-ups, right? I didn't speak much about this, obviously, because I hadn't had a review in a few weeks for my own personal reasons. I'm not big on the call-ups yet. Last week's debuts were god-awful in Lafayette, just god-awful. And then tonight they put Ricochet and Aleister Black together in a tag team match with the Raw Tag Team Champions. Last week, DIY defeated them. I'm glad they didn't throw them in a match together. They'll probably be on SmackDown tomorrow night. But I'm glad. Absolutely ecstatic that they did not put these two together tonight. But instead we got Black and Ricochet defeating the Revival in what was what? With commercial, a 5-minute fucking match? I mean, we had like maybe 4 minutes of actual television match time. Well, no, we didn't get that. We had like a minute and a half of actual match time when they came back from the commercial. Maybe 2-3 minutes. It was ridiculous. This was a wash of a match. The whole thing starts with some chaos. You know, Revival attacks from behind, but Black and Ricochet get the advantage real quick. They go to commercials. Revival's in control for a short period of time. They show Chad Gable and Bobby Roode backstage. Somehow, I guess they're going to tie into all of this. I'm not sure what they're going to do. But then Ricochet and Aleister Black get the advantage. You get Ricochet, on the outside, evading Dash Wilder. He gives him like this moonsault off the apron to the outside. Aleister Black, after kicking out of a pin, hits Scott Dawson with the Black Mass, and that's it. 1, 2, 3. Match is over. So you got Aleister Black and, Ricochet winning in a match. Why are we not highlighting these guys in a singles capacity? Why are we not highlighting these guys and really showing what? We show a fucking video package during their entrances to say, oh, look, it's the stars of NXT. I'm not going to harp on this because I know people have heard the complaints about this for a week from people. Some people liked it. Some people are just totally against this. I'm one of those people. I'm okay with them being on the main roster as long as they're going to be utilized in the right way. That's all I'm asking. Let them be utilized in the right way so that way, they can be showcased in the right. I'm hearing all these reports, and I'm going to talk about it on Yo Bro Nation this week. I'm going to try and get that damn thing done. But the reports about Vince McMahon throwing talent into the deep end of the pool just to watch them sink because he wants to know, can they fight? Can they hang with the big sharks? Saying he has no superstars? Well, that's his fault. You have a bevy of superstars. 2, 3, 4 of them are right here on my layout for the men's division. Seth, Drew, Finn, Kevin Owens are all potential huge stars. Sami Zayn, AJ Styles, Daniel Bryan, Mustafa Ali could be a huge star. I've heard all the things, but I'm not going to lose focus. I don't like the way that they did this. The match was pointless. You couldn't have, figured out a different way to do this? I'm guessing this confirms they're going to be on the main roster every week. I don't know. This just, it irks me, and I'm just going to move on because it irks me. Interview with Baron Corbin. He was asked about his comments about Roman Reigns. Like I said, they're setting up for Roman versus Baron Corbin. He basically, denies saying, he's like, well, I got the finish. Like, look, I said this when I was the general manager, and I was also an active-duty competitor, so I was under a lot of stress, so, you just kind of got to let that go. He says, but for Roman's sake, he better pray our paths don't cross. Well, then we know they're going to, and they do, later in the night. Elias is about to perform. Lacey Evans walks out, does her little up and down. No Lars Sullivan yet. I'm going to talk a little bit more about these NXT call-ups now that they brought up Lacey Evans. Otis and Tucker are just backstage mingling with the random catering members, just talking random, being insulted. Yeah, that happened tonight. And Otis, Tucky, cheese, steak and weights. Lacey Evans is just walking back and forth. Oh, yeah, there's reports she's going to be the one who replaces Ronda Rousey when she leaves, that she's going to be that big of a star. Props to her. Military background, so do I, but don't think that makes her WWE Women's Championship material. So there's her. Where's EC3? No EC3. Still no Lars Sullivan. Where are all those people? What are they doing with these call-ups? And now you got these other 4 call-ups. Where's Nikki Cross? Tell me, where are these individuals? What are you doing with these individuals? But now you're bringing up Tommaso Ciampa, Johnny Gargano, Aleister Black. You're bringing up Ricochet. What are you doing with the other ones that you've already brought up? Again, it's frustrating because they take and take and take from NXT, but then they just kind of misuse them. They don't do anything good with them. What's the point? NXT, for all that it is, as good as NXT is, they don't do nothing good with it. Why? Why not? It's ridiculous. This whole thing is ridiculous. Anyways, as she comes back, goes up down the aisle. He gets ready to start again, and now comes out Dean Ambrose. He says he's in a festive mood, been reminiscing about the past, considering, you know what I mean. And he says that he's in a good mood. He's in such a good mood. He wants a rematch with Drew McIntyre tonight. And he wants it to be no disqualification. Elias decides to play a little tune. Dean Ambrose says something about, oh, hey, man, what are you trying to sing me off the stage? This isn't the Oscars. Elias says, yeah, I know it's not. If this was the Oscars, I already had 2 standing ovations. He says, I was about to sing How I Love Atlanta. They were able to host the Super Bowl, but the team, winning one, that's a different story. So him and Dean's like, well, hey, can you play this? Can you play that? How about some Dirty Deeds? And Elias like, I can pretty much play anything. Elias tries to hit him with the guitar. Dean ducks, hits a Dirty Deeds. We get to Ronda Rousey. I'll get to the whole Dean thing. There's more to it later in the night. Dean is just, I don't know. Dean's something here lately. Ronda Rousey and Natalya versus the Riot Squad. Riot Squad started, they started hot. This match was another kind of a wash. It was just something to set up something later. The match itself was fine. The match was okay. Ruby Riott looked fantastic in this match. Ronda didn't do a whole bunch. Natty did a majority of the work. Liv Morgan took a pretty sick bump on the outside and then took another stiff shot when she was on the apron. Natty and Ronda win by disqualification. I'm not going to go over the whole match. If you want to watch this match, go back and watch it. It was an okay match for television. Not great, though. Ronda and Natalya won by disqualification after Ronda gets the hot tag. She's cleaning house, right? She's taking out everyone. She hits this running knee, gets a 2 count. Ronda hits Piper's Pit. Gets ready to set up, I believe it's Sarah Logan. Gets ready to set up Sarah Logan with her armbar. And then Becky Lynch comes out of the crowd from nowhere. And, they're trying to stop her. And she gets past them, so they let her through. Natalya's like, come on, Becky. Don't do it. Think about this. And she just straight punches Natty, hits her with her crutch. Ronda comes to the outside. Mayhem ensues on the outside. So Becky and Ronda are trying to get to each other. Security's trying to get Ronda away. You got the Atlanta police trying to escort Becky Lynch away. So they got Becky in cuffs. She's screaming, hey, be careful with these hands. I got to race the women's championship with this. Be careful with these. Hey, you should arrest them. They robbed me. I mean, she was just livid, legit crazy tonight. So she's getting carted off. Ronda's beating up security. They go to commercial break. They come back. Ronda's helping Natalya. She goes back to the ring, and she's mad. Ronda's mad. And she cuts this promo, and I'm going to let her play this promo. I'm going to play this promo. So this is Ronda Rousey after Becky Lynch attacked her and Natalya. This is what Ronda had to say.
It's time to end this. Vince, get out here. Vince McMahon, get out here.
Not a bad promo by her. Of course, Stephanie McMahon comes out. Of course, Stephanie. Hey, I'm gonna get copyright strike because I got Stephanie music playing. Screw you, Stephanie.
Ronda, listen. I know he sent you out to do his bidding. I'm cutting straight to the case. Just reinstate Becky. Reinstate Becky for WrestleMania. I am at my wit's end. Just do it.
Ronda, I understand you're upset. Everybody here saw what just happened, but reinstating Becky Lynch, I think, is the least. A loose cannon, you said it yourself, she's unprofessional. Becky Lynch did this to Becky Lynch. So now, instead of being on the road to WrestleMania, Becky Lynch is on the road to jail.
Ooh.
You always say do what's best for business, right? This is what's best for business. It's what I want. It's what they want. It's what the ginger douche in cuffs wants. I mean, come on. Steph, the first ever women's main event at WrestleMania. Me, Becky, Charlotte. I mean, think about what this means to you, to your legacy.
Me,
Steph,
Becky, and Charlotte.
think about what this means to your 3 daughters.
I'm sorry, Ronda, but the answer is, it's a hard no.
So now Ronda's pushing for a triple
That
threat.
is not good enough. I demand that you reinstate Becky for the Raw Women's Championship at WrestleMania now!
Why is she running her back in so
You
bad?
demand? Who do you think you're talking to?
Stephanie,
I'm your boss. You work for
me,
me.
I'm better than you.
You know, my father said it right. You and Becky, you're pretty much cut from the same cloth. You both have a bad attitude, and nobody, not Becky Lynch, not Rowdy Ronda Rousey, nobody is bigger than the WWE.
You don't control me. I'm not like everyone else who you give just enough that they have to come back. I bled enough. I've bled enough to be set for life. I am not your worker. I am Ronda Rousey, and I am the Raw Women's Champion.
Yeah.
I will carry this title as long as I represent the best of the best. But now I just defended against the chosen. This just means nothing. This is just a belt. You made this into a gaudy accessory that isn't even my style. I cannot stand here and endorse you violating this title. This means too much, Steph. Vince says that he's the man and he makes all the tough decisions. Steph, it's time for him to make the right decision.
And then she takes the title. She lays it on the ground at Stephanie's feet and walks away. Takes the championship and just walks away. That was it. That was it. It was a good promo, though. It was a very good promo by Stephanie. Shuvham Gaming, hello to you, and thank you for being here. I appreciate that. So I will keep track of the chats for a little bit. Sorry, but there was a bit of a lag at the beginning of that promo. I want to apologize to anyone. Internet, I think's running out of its whatever. So yeah, like I said, I don't know what this means. They're definitely doing Stone Cold Becky Lynch here, getting arrested by the cops. Like I saw a thing on Twitter, this whole Becky Lynch thing's coming more and more like Stone Cold Steve Austin, and I agree, it is. But I'm getting a kick out of the whole Becky Lynch thing. But I don't know where they go with this. Ronda's now pushing for a fatal 4-way. I guess this is her saying either you give me this match or you find yourself a new champion and screw your main event. They probably won't address this till after Fastlane. That'd be my guess. After Fastlane, that's when they'll address this. No women's title match at Fastlane. This is a way to keep Ronda off the card. And, you don't have to worry about her having an opponent. There you go. She's doing her thing. They're doing their thing. I'm really not against it. I actually quite enjoy it. I'm enjoying this storyline. I'm enjoying where they're taking it. I was all paranoid. Oh, God, Becky's not going to be a part of the main event. Becky's clearly going to be a part of the main event. It's just, now we know the journey. It's going to be Ronda, essentially, getting us to that point, getting it to where they decide to put her back in because they want their prized possession a part of this. They want their main event. They're going to be left with no alternative. After that, though, you see Stephanie and Triple H backstage. Stephanie's walking with the belt, staring at it, oh, God, what are we going to do? And Triple H's like, don't worry about it. We got this. Don't worry about it. Heel faces, who knows what they are. Jinder Mahal versus Kurt Angle. This came about because Jinder Mahal wants to face whoever is going to Ric Flair's birthday party, because he says, who's Ric Flair? What did he ever do? Besides, I wasn't even invited. Oh, bugger off, dude. Bugger off. This match was short and dumb. Kurt Angle, I'll say it again. I'm going to keep waving that banner, and I know people are going to hate me saying it. Man, I'm ready for Kurt to retire. I don't want to see Kurt Angle anymore. And I feel bad for saying that, but it's how I feel. I don't want to see Kurt wrestling anymore. It kills me to see this. It's not because I don't want to see Kurt. It pains me to watch this man wrestle. This is a man who, I idolized, so watching him wrestle and not be able to compete at the level he used to is painful. But, Angle gets attacked right off the bat with a big boot after Kurt's worried about the Singh brothers. Mahal works over him, but Angle makes a comeback, hits 3 Germans. Singh brothers try to get involved again. Mahal gets him set up for the Colossus. Angle reverses, gets him into an ankle lock. Mahal taps out. Kurt Angle wins the match. Afterwards, Angle gives Germans to both Singh brothers. That was the whole match. Thank you, Jinder Mahal, for coming in, and thank you for just kind of wasting our time. Kurt Angle, he'll be back later in the night for the birthday celebration of one Ric Flair. We had a moment of bliss. Her special guest tonight, the Intercontinental Champion, Mr. Finn Balor. When she comes out, though, she's in this place where she's heel and she's face. Weirdness going on with Becky Lynch. Or not with Becky Lynch, but with Alexa Bliss. She's she says, bye, Ronda. Don't let that red carpet the WWE rolled out of you hit you on the butt on the way out. She's like, oh, and to the McMahon family, if you need a replacement, I'm here. So she's thrown her hat in to take over the position as Raw Women's Champion. Then she welcomes in Finn. Says, last week you beat Finn Balor, or beat Bobby Lashley to win the Intercontinental title. He's like, yeah. She's like, there is one drawback to that. We don't get to see those fabulous abs. And Finn's like, are you trying to make me blush? She's like, I'm just saying, look, you show us your... She's like, those bad boys should be, being shown. She's like, I'll tell you what, though. You show me your abs, I'll show you my... And then she's cut off. They got her with this flirty vixen, because she flirted with EC3. She's flirting with Finn Balor. I'm sure Buddy Murphy's just loving this. But then she's cut off by... Leo Rush, who comes out and says Bobby Lashley should be Intercontinental Champion, not him. And he pretty much says that he's going to make sure that Bobby Lashley gets his rematch. He says he doesn't care if he has to come out here and pry the title out of Finn Balor's hands himself. Finn's like, wait, so are you telling me that you're going to beat me for my Intercontinental Championship so you can prove that you're better than Bobby Lashley? He's like, no, that's not what I was saying. And he kind of tricks, keeps putting words in his mouth, and he's just like, no. He's like, but you know what, you want this match? Fine, I'll do it. He's like, give me a proper entrance. So he's coming out, and then they cut him off for Finn. So we get an impromptu Intercontinental Championship match between Lio Rush and Finn Balor. These Moment of Bliss things, the running theme for these is everyone gets interrupted. They all get interrupted. The show's never going to get through a whole episode without some form of an interruption. Finn Balor trying to play the game of one-upmanship on the microphone with Lio Rush was okay. It was entertaining enough, I suppose. Maybe I'm simple-minded. I found it kind of entertaining. And I know later on JD's going to rant about how stupid it was and say if you enjoyed it, you're an idiot and you shouldn't be watching the product. Well, fine, then call me an idiot and I shouldn't be watching the product. But I got a kick out of that. Now, what was definitely better than this, though, was the match itself. This was for a, last-second, out-of-nowhere title match on Raw. Not a bad match. And they really highlighted Lio Rush in a fantastic way in this match. They did. Lio Rush looked good during the match. He got a lot of offense in on Finn Balor. Worked over the leg. Showed his quickness and his agility. Of course, Finn Balor won the match. I mean, did we really think this was going to go any other way? Yeah, like I said, though, Finn Balor got his knee worked over. Lio Rush, he's in control. You get some near falls. Lio Rush goes for the springboard stunner, though. He's starting to build momentum. He goes for a springboard stunner. Finn Balor catches him, hits him in the 1916, goes up top, hits the coup de grace, 1, 2, 3. Finn Balor retains the Intercontinental Championship. Like I said, a good match. Nice little match. It went back and forth. I did, though. I enjoyed this match for a television match. Like I said, Lio Rush was very well displayed in this match. He looked good, I guess, the way they presented him during this match. So, good Intercontinental Championship match. When they get backstage after the commercial break, you see Bobby Lashley back there. He's very upset with Lio Rush. You were supposed to go out there and get me a title match, but you got yourself one, and you lost. And he's like, can I trust you? He's like berating Lio Rush bad. And Lio Rush, he's like, can I trust you? And Leo's like, yeah. So he follows him out there like the lost puppy is. Lio Rush, along with Bobby Lashley versus Braun Strowman. This match never even happened. It's like they all just kind of bled into each other. Bobby Lashley, though, this match he attacked Strowman before the battle even happened. He's working over Braun. Braun starts building up some momentum. Just starts beating them both up. He gets out to the outside, running shoulder block on both him, destroys Lio Rush on that, then points at Bobby Lashley, says, I'm going to get all three of you. And then he leaves. That was it. No match for Mr. Strowman. No match for Mr. Lashley. That's why I'm kind of getting to think maybe this is going to go a certain way. Interview with Seth Rollins. He says that he's been thinking about WrestleMania a lot, thinking about Brock Lesnar, he says, and like he said before, he is leaving WrestleMania the Universal Champion, even if it is out on a stretcher. He says, but tonight is a night of celebrating. Tonight is about a night of love and happiness. And, his brother is back from, being out with leukemia. He says, and if he knows Roman, he's probably sitting with a cold one right now for him, so he's going to head back there and burn it down, but tonight in a different way. But no, he wouldn't be done. Up next was definitely best match of the night tonight. Dean Ambrose, Drew McIntyre, no disqualification. These two did very well. This was a very good television, no disqualification match. Not a lot of tables, no chairs and all that stuff. But they told a good story. The belt was used a lot. Drew used it on Dean. Dean used it on Drew. Commentary actually did quite well during this match. Wow, that's a shocker to hear. Mainly Renee. Renee playing off like the concerned wife type thing. You know, I don't know why he did this either. This isn't smart. He's wearing 2 belts, and Corey goes, "What, didn't you dress him?" She's like, "No!" Like, I don't know. I enjoyed this. Maybe I'm just riding the high from what happened with Batista at the end of the night, but I don't know. I actually enjoyed this. I'm not saying Raw was great, but I'm not going to sit here and trash the show if I actually did enjoy something, just so I can be cool. Ooh, I'm cool, so I'm going to trash it even though I actually kind of liked something. Let me just be the angry guy who doesn't ever like nothing. Grr. I enjoyed the match. What can I say? It wasn't a bad match. It was enjoyable. It was enjoyable for what it was. So like I said, Dean and McIntyre right out the gate are battling each other on the outside. Dean gets the advantage. They get into the ring. McIntyre starts making a comeback. He gets the belt. He starts whipping Dean with it. Dean tries to come back, but McIntyre catches him. You know, Dean's doing like a suicide dive through the ropes. He gets caught right into the barricade. He goes. They come back from commercial. Ambrose is now, you know, with the advantage. He gets the belt and starts whipping McIntyre. McIntyre, though, just unrelentless, hits him with the Glasgow kiss. Tries to hit him with the steps on the outside, but he gets the drop toe hold, so Dean gets the advantage, slams his face on it, gets ready to set him up for dirty deeds. Out of nowhere comes Elias. Elias hits him with the chair, with the guitar from behind, tosses him back in the ring. A Claymore kick happens, 1, 2, 3. Drew McIntyre wins this match. Now, afterwards, Baron Corbin and Bobby Lashley come out. So them, along with Elias, all 4 get in the ring. They all 4 start to attack Ambrose. Here's where things are interesting. And I know people, they're just trying to take the success of what the Shield used to be, and they're going to try to do that, so that way people will like Roman even more. Except you don't really see them try to tease the Shield at all. I mean, you do, but you don't. Rollins comes out with a steel chair, followed by Roman Reigns. They get down there. Lashley and I think it's Lashley and Elias. They come to the outside. They get hit with a chair and a Superman punch. Roman and Seth get in the ring. They clear the ring. You get like 3 or 4 Superman punches and a spear. One of each to Mr. McIntyre. So they clear the ring. They celebrate. They start to walk back up the aisle. Dean is still just laying in the ring. It's like, yeah, we helped you, but only because we feel like we have to. But then they stop and they look back. Dean's starting to get up. He gives them this like, yeah, that look. And then they look back like, Seth still kind of got the look. But Dean, Roman's just kind of, I don't know, they gave each other a look that almost was like, we got you, but don't think we forgot what you did. We helped you, but only because brotherhood. You know, brothers fight. I think that's kind of where this is going to go to. I think this is going to lead to a temporary Shield reunion. Obviously, with Dean supposedly leaving the company. Give him one more match with those guys. Roman's back. We get that one last Shield reunion. They can pump their fists. But I think this is going to be a story of, you know, hey, we know what he did was really messed up, but brothers fight. You know, if we forgave Seth, we can forgive Dean. And I think it's going to be something like, it's not going to be like directly outwardly say that, but I think that's where this is going to go. And if it keeps Roman out of the title picture, him and Dean do something at WrestleMania together, cool beans, man. I'm all for it. Maybe Dean teams up back with them again just to screw them back over. That'd be dumb, but I couldn't put it past WWE just to be like, oh, we tried it once, let's try it again. I think it'll work better the second time. That's WWE. That's my impression of just whoever's in the back. Whoever. I don't care. Whoever's in the back. That's my impression. But that's where I think this is going to go. Otherwise, match was a good match. I enjoyed it. I did like the interaction afterwards. I liked the subtle looks between the 3. Seth with that little bit of disdain still. That like, man, I want to forgive you, but I don't know. And then Roman just happy to be back. And just like, I still got you, even though you didn't have him. I liked it. Bayley with Sasha versus Nia and Tamina. Hey, guess what? Nia and Tamina are getting a title match at Fastlane for the women's championships. Cool. Who cares? Bayley started hot. Nia used her strength and size, though, to kind of get the advantage. Nia, she's kind of wearing down Bayley, beating her up. Bayley's attempting to make a comeback. She starts, to do the little thing in the corner where she does the dance. But Nia comes running out there and just floors Bayley. Just clobbers her. She just starts mugging Bayley. Just starts kicking her, punching her, choking her over the ropes. Bayley, though, does start to build some momentum. She's getting ready to come off the top. She gets caught, gets slammed. More just getting beat up. Sasha's just checking on Bayley while she's in the corner. Bayley's sitting down in the corner, and Sasha's there. Nia comes up, grabs her by the hair, tries pulling her up. Bayley smartly comes in, hits Nia with the knee. Nia goes down. Bayley's going to the top rope. Tamina starts running around, so Sasha sidesteps her, pushes her into the steps. Tamina now just, she's taken care of. Bayley jumps off the top rope, hits the big elbow. 1, 2, 3. Bayley wins by pinfall. I'm not looking forward to the match at Fastlane. They're supposed to be, hey, we're going to be the champions. It's interpromotional, but we're sticking to Raw, and we're facing a Raw team. I can guarantee you these titles are going to be focused more on Raw than they will be on SmackDown. And I don't ever see them being on NXT. Ever. This title will be hung up, or will be tied up with Raw, at least through WrestleMania. So, sorry for women's teams on SmackDown. All three of you. Alright, so this led us to the big crescendo, the main focus of the night, the 70th birthday celebration. That kicks off with, you see all the superstars on stage. They were having a good time. They were enjoying themselves. Triple H and Stephanie come out, they go over, if Mondays aren't hectic enough with, when you got, they bring up Roman coming back, when one of your superstars get arrested or one just decides she doesn't want to be the champion no more, but if it ain't hectic enough, but tonight's about the Ric Flair birthday celebration. Oh, it's a horrible Triple H impression. I think everyone's got one right. So, they hype up the birthday celebration. They introduce Shawn Michaels, Ricky Steamboat, Kurt Angle, Sting. All four of those guys come out. Then they show this hype package highlighting Ric Flair's career, that is his birthday and all this stuff. And then they show this commemorative WWE World Heavyweight Championship. That thing looked like something they bought off a fucking toy aisle. Looks like a replica belt. Couldn't they have made a real one? Or took the actual real one, and just changed the side plates and made it look really cool? I mean, Jesus Christ, that thing was like, that looked like one of the belts that they'd buy for $300 on the website. The cheap ones. So then they're like, alright, so, jet flying, limousine riding, kit stealing, wheeling in, son of a gun. They introduce Ric Flair, his music plays, everyone's just clapping. No Ric Flair. Awkward. There's a minute to go. Joe Cronin pointed this out. It's like, you kind of spoiled this. I wasn't paying attention to the time. I was just looking at the notes. And I'm like, when I looked, I was like, oh god, it's 9:58. Fuck, where's Ric Flair? Then they show backstage a guy dragging a cameraman. At first I'm like, who is that? Because I couldn't tell at first. And I'm like, wait a minute, is that fucking Batista? And he goes into Ric Flair's locker room, comes back out of the locker room, and he's dragging Ric Flair. He drops him. He looks at the camera and says, Hunter, do I have your attention now? And Triple H, they go back to Triple H, and he sprints. He sprints to the back. Shows back up. Ric's just laying there. Get an ambulance. Get the medics. And I guess, so they're playing up. Ric Flair got beat up, I guess, really bad by Batista. That's why he never showed up. That was, to me, a fantastic ending to this show. I know not everyone is going to agree with me. What is up with my hoodie? This thing is being an asshole. Look at it. It's just being a jerk. My hoodie's being a turd. Anyways, I'm not wearing this hoodie like ever again. It looks like I got a cape on. It does. It looks like I'm wearing a cape. Oh well. Fixed my hat again. This hat never stays on. So, I did talk about it earlier. I did like, I liked the thing. I really enjoyed this. And it does. It gets me excited for Batista and Triple H. And that's what it's supposed to do, right? It's supposed to get me hyped. I'm supposed to be excited, right? It did exactly that for me. It did. It did exactly that for me. And it got me to where I legitimately want to see this match. So, bravo to the WWE for a job well done and getting me excited for a match. I'm not going to say it's going to be a great match. Fuck, Batista was winded from that. So, Batista, cardio, bro. Cardio. Get on it. But that's it. That's pretty much my Raw review. I pretty much said all I had to say. I'm glad Roman's back. I am. I'm glad Roman's back. Despite what everyone else might be thinking, I personally am glad the man is back. So, for all you haters out there, just let it go. The man didn't do nothing to you. He's a wrestler. Fake or not, if you guys had cancer before, let it go. Okay? Just let it go. But that's it. Remember, all our social media is you go to Twitter, YoBroGaming1 at Twitter, YoBroNation on Facebook, YoBroNation on Discord, YoBro Gaming Reviews, that is our StreamLabs. You can go there and donate $1 or something. Don't forget, YoBroNation1 is our TeePublic site. Also, I forgot to say this off the top. Squared Circle Podcast. And I announced this morning, if you would like to be a co-host of that show and help me debate topics once a week, DM me privately on Twitter or go send me a personal message on Facebook. I will respond to either one. You guys can go to either of those platforms. You can message me or just put something in the comments. Say, hey, DM me. I will gladly bring people on. You got to be able to know knowledge. You have to have knowledge of wrestling. You got to be able to say you're up to date with it. And I will test your knowledge. But if you guys are looking to join me, it's open slots. You guys are free to come in. This is Yo Bro Nation, so all are invited. So let me know, and I will let you guys know. We record once a week, and it'll be fun. So let me know, DM me, private message me on Facebook, whatever. So I want to thank you guys for coming in. I will see you guys tomorrow night for the SmackDown Live review. I swear I'm doing it tomorrow night. So thank you guys. Hope you all enjoyed this video. If you did, hit that like button, subscribe to this channel, hit the notification bell so you get up to date, share, let all your friends know about us, and I will see all of you tomorrow night for SmackDown. Peace out.